We're here at NAB with Julien Signes, is the CEO of Envivio. We have a chance to talk about something that Envivio's just introduced, which is a pretty compelling solution in the context of where the industry is going right now. We hear so much about virtualization, software design networks, and what have you. And of course, anything like that is going to require a cloud-based solution on the encoding and transcoding and streaming and all those things. You guys, in a sense, have been in the cloud from the beginning.
Absolutely.
So tell us what is different and new about what you're doing.
Absolutely. So for us, first of all, it's a natural evolution because, like you said, we've always been on a software. We started from a software appliance, moved to the software in the data center. A natural evolution is to move that software in the cloud. We didn't want at Envivio to do what everybody has done, which is put their offline file-based transcoding capability in an Amazon cloud, which is okay, but is not really compelling, doesn't really change the workflow for our customers. What we wanted is to put in a box an end-to-end solution to really advance the time to market and the flexibility of the solution. So what we have done is, together with a partner called One Mainstream, we put together an end-to-end video processing, app creation, billing, etc., end-to-end solution, whereby an operator can, in a matter of weeks, start from scratch a cloud solution and launch an OTT service in a matter of weeks. So this is interesting for a couple of customers, small customers that don't have resources to engineer the solution, but also big customers that want to launch an app with an advantage time to market. And one of the first one is BSkyB in the UK, and they launched SkyGo with us with a joint solution, and it's been very successful.
Now, when you're talking about, for example, smaller operators, are you actually supplying the data center infrastructure on which this is running?
No, absolutely not. So our idea is to provide the virtual software solution as a service model, and they can run that in their own private clouds, in the network, or they can run that in a public cloud. So Amazon or other.
You're not hosting it, but it's suitable for setting up in a public cloud environment.
Absolutely, that's right.
Tell us a little bit about how this is architected. You know, there are so many options out there right now. One of them being OpenStack as a compelling way to set up a template for interoperability across many different applications. Is that what you're doing?
Absolutely. So we look at the market and we talk to our key customers. One of our customers actually was deploying the OpenStack in the network, and we took advantage of that opportunity, ported our already software-based product onto the OpenStack, and we are now deployed fully in their clouds as a real cloud-based solution. And so we've chosen the OpenStack. We feel it's one of the emerging winning standards in that industry. It gives us the flexibility to be instantiated in any network, whether inside the network or outside the network of the operator.
Right. Now, of course, you hear about a lot more than transcoding these days.
Certainly.
And a lot of what you're doing is at the edge. A lot of what you're doing has to do with the whole manifest manipulation and application, dynamic application supply in that post-streaming or in the streaming process in real time, et cetera, et cetera. So how much of that is part of this cloud solution?
Well, obviously our vision is that everything we do as a standalone product is going to migrate to be delivered in the cloud. So the cloud is kind of a transversal way to deliver our products in a different manner. And obviously there's advantages of time to market, OPEX versus CAPEX, etc. But obviously everything that we do, the ad insertion, the network DVR solutions, and all the advanced video processing solutions on the Halo platform, Experience Server, are being ported entirely into the cloud solution. And so we're going to have everything that we do as a value, transcoding, edge processing, etc., always available everywhere.
So this requires an overarching software management environment that people can, no matter where where the software is riding and where the clusters are, they're able to orchestrate how all of that's used, and you can do that on an end-to-end basis.
Absolutely, and so so today in our solution, one mainstream is doing the workflow management, and we're doing all the video processing and edge processing portion of the solution. We also have the Guru product. So the vision is obviously that the Guru product is kind of the management layer that will take into account all these end-to-end management, whether the instance is running in network or in a cloud. Yeah. And so we want to make that completely transparent. Very dynamic, very flexible, and our customer love that elasticity and then the flexibility that it provides them. We think that's a future.
Yeah. One of the things that we're seeing now is this shift in as multi-screen services have taken off, and in the instance of networks, pay TV providers moving outside the home to streaming live beyond the home. We're seeing more and more providers announcing more and more channels being given the rights to do this outside the home, and with that, of course, there's the monetization aspects, and so from a cloud perspective, and from the idea of needing to do this on a robust premium pay TV caliber of experience across multiple live stream channels.
That's right.
Does the cloud work with that for you?
Yeah, so obviously live is still challenging in the cloud. There's delays and latency, and so you have to architect your network correctly. You have to have dedicated resources in order to ensure quality of experience. But like you said, I think the cloud processing solutions have been around for a while now, and I think they're getting mature enough to respond to the demand of a video service. And so we were actually pleasantly surprised, but we got a lot of adoption from our tier 1 customers. And as I said, we launched Sky Go with BSkyB, very premium content, sports HD content with them, and as far as I know, they're really happy with the application. So,
and of course, this simplifies migration because now you can move off those legacy proprietary systems that you had in your head ends, and now you can start leveraging this, and so you're just using one set of resources to generate all your streams, whether it's IP or MPEG-2 and that kind of thing.
I mean, it creates the ultimate flexibility at the end of the day for the operator. The operators have a data center crunch like all the operators. They can now decide where they want to run what. It could change in time. It's completely flexible. And so it really creates, I think, the architecture for the flexibility they need. At the end of the day, video has become a very dynamic, competitive world where you need to quickly put together new offerings, quickly scale, new content coming in, new devices being supported. Again, software in the cloud is a solution to answer to that flexibility.
And of course, one of the things that makes that solution so important is, just as you alluded, this flexibility to use resources dynamically. So a resource that might be doing a lot of video processing today, tomorrow maybe that'll back off the video processing and do some other things. So your system is designed to interact with those other applications that have nothing to do with what you're doing.
Well, absolutely, and I'll take that one step further, is in terms of TCO, we run on generic hardware. And so, you might use that hardware for email or web sharing or whatever application, banking or whatever application later. And so I think, again, sharing the pool of resources, being able to dynamically instantiate video processing in your network is key. Economy of scale, flexibility, elasticity. I don't think there's many downside, and obviously we need to work to people as a migration, and it's going to be a lot of networks that are hybrid, and we are okay with this. I think it's not a solution for everything to everyone, but it's a solution that fits some needs, and that I think increasingly will be used for everyday processing.
Well, it sure gives some of the little guys a better shot at doing some big things.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great advantage. You don't have your engineering, you don't have your network or your data center. You can launch a video service in a week. So this is a great reality, and not a random video service. Really high quality, premium quality, protected content to all the devices out there, whether it's an iPad, an Apple TV, or whatever.
It's going to be interesting to see the impact this has as all of these new service providers come out of the woodwork.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot, Julien.
Thank you.